It's time to get your clicks fix.
Hello, welcome back to Clicks Fix. I'm Rory. It's been just a couple days now since I have been able to play with these pint-sized plastic people. It was a lot of fun a couple days ago. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about for this video. Just kind of a review of Sealed, or at least my Sealed event. Adjust this real quick. So there were only four of us that showed up for this one. I know there's a lot of guys in the area that do play, but Thursday nights aren't the best for everybody, and they also play on Sundays. But I can't play on Sundays, so a few of us do it during the week. So we all open our packs. I was lucky. If you've seen my posts on Facebook that how lucky I was, and I pulled this guy. Ooh, I get a better picture of him. I'll put it on the screen on the side. But Tony Stark, seeing everything through his so it's a really cool sculpt. I really like it. It was really cool. So I was super excited that I got that. I look at the rest of my pack, my two boosters. The other one just had a I can't remember who the rare was, debris. And I thought I didn't have the kind of attackers that I wanted. So I did a mulligan. We allow that at our venue. If there's a product available, you can just buy in another entry and go get two new boosters. So I did that. So I didn't end up playing with him. So we'll talk more about that another time. Maybe how to use this guy. And then I pulled some fun stuff. I think that I built with the team that I ended up building was Aero. We'll get another good picture of her. She's awesome. And I use for my main attackers Giant Man 2, even though it's a silly sculpt. Giant Man 2 and Zax. I had Zax at 100 points because I thought he would be super fun. And then finishing off Thori and Ant-Man. And they were a lot of fun. I thought it was a pretty decent team. Problem with Zax is he doesn't have a moving attack up top. So it's crazy. I like perplexed up his defense to a 20 or a 21, and I move him in, but my opponents just kept rolling high enough to hit him anyways. I think I one time the whole night rolled his impervious. The rest of the time, missed impervious, missed super senses. He went down quickly each time, even though he has a long dial and high defenses and rollouts. The dice were not with me when it came to Zax. I chose Giant Man as Thori's master, and it was pretty good. Like he's one of the few that like has um, outwit in the set, so I thought he was pretty solid, and he did me a lot of good. The pro one of the games I only rolled his giant size willpower a single time, and during that one he kept getting double tokened by one of those Los Diablos guys or one of the Hulkbuster soldiers. He, and then he just was useless that entire game. Well, almost useless. He did get a couple good attacks in, and his outwit was useful to help protect myself a little bit, but that was just such an unfortunate game for this guy. She did amazingly most of the time, but then there was one game I was going up against Hawkeye, and I was counting on Zax locking him down, but he rolled his breakaway, and then he just got her. She died in one attack from Hawkeye. I really like that Hawkeye, so I he's going to be on some other teams, or at least some mentioning in other videos. I really like him. for a common. Ant-Man, he's fun. He's good. He just needs to be more mobile. I don't think I used him very well. I used him mostly for his empower. So like Thori with his empower, they were both boosting Goliath's or Giant Man 2, boosting his damage when he attacked. So that was mostly how I used them. He was trying to go up against Hawkeye, like he got there, and Hawkeye could not roll his breakaways. He was just as bad as me. Like once he held Hawkeye down for several turns, but he couldn't roll a 7 attack to save his life. He never hit Hawkeye in like 4 turns. It was kind of frustrating in that sense. So it was a lot of fun, but I didn't win. I only won one of the games, but it was a lot of fun. She's really fun to play with. This Aero, it's kind of a shiny dress. So then at the end of the night, there were still some boosters left over from the break, and none of the other guys wanted to buy in. They didn't want a mulligan or anything, and I think I bought in the rest of the brick, and in that I ended up getting this one, Titania. Now, if I had pulled her to play with her in the sealed, she's amazing in sealed and with this set because she's kind of like very anti other brutes, other super strength and stuff like that. So I'm glad to have her because one, a lot of that stuff is very prevalent in the game right now, so she might be um, useful in that sense. And with the prizing, we had several different things for prizing that came out, and I didn't win, but the other guys wanted the other prizing because they didn't have it. So I grabbed the legacy card pack from the brick of Smash and Destroy, and it ended up having 2 cards in it, 2 Hercules, and which is great because I have 2 Hercules figures. One of them I'm definitely going to keep, and the other one I can trade as a complete set. It doesn't happen that often that when I get a legacy card, because if I have the figure, I want to keep the legacy card. If I don't have the figure, then I just have the legacy card to trade off. But now I have a set, which is kind of fun to do that. And I think Hercules is a really solid figure as well. For 50 points, he can do a lot. And he's got a pretty deep dial. And like I don't think that trait will come up that often. The power generating equipment from your KO area, Hercules or an adjacent friendly character may equip it. I mean, it'll be into the game by the time equipment is KO'd and in the KO area. And a lot of times I just don't see it happen. A lot of times people just drop the equipment when they get KO'd, and then it either sits there, nobody picks it up because they'd rather attack than equip it. Um, yeah, I just don't see it happen that often. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to work this Hercules into team build. So that was our Night of Sealed. The other super rare that was pulled in the brick was the goat, the A version, I can't remember which one it was called, but it was the A version. And he's the one that actually won the event. Sorry. And he did a really good job. He had a couple Asgardians on the team that he could move, but carry with the goat, and then they could go. It was one of the wrecking crew, the yellow one. I can't remember his name, but he was pretty dangerous. But yeah, he did a really good job with that team. He won all 3 of his games. And then there was no prime in the brick, so that kind of disappointed me. And it's kind of disappointing me in general with the size of the bricks now. Like there, we got 2 more boosters, so they also cost more money, but they're still like the same um, number of chases and primes and super rares as there were when it was just 10 boosters in a brick. Sometimes you'll get a one-off, but I mean it if you it feels like we're paying more to just get more duplicates of Kerr. So that's kind of frustrating. I don't know if Whiz Kids will be listening to anything like this, but it's like get the distribution to be worth the investment that we put into it. Because when a brick of 12 just gives you the same higher rarity figures as a brick of 10, then I don't want to buy a brick or a case or whatever, you know. Anyway, that's my little soapbox. Oh, forgot also a few things that came in there kind of on the side. This it just came with some blocking terrain. As far as I see, it's the standard values here. Can throw it 4, doesn't give giant reach. 2 when it's thrown, +1 when it's using a close attack, and 3 damage to destroy it. It's just like a rock blocking terrain. Uh, Seems kind of just like meh, it's in there. But hey, it's fun to put that on my SEAL team. And then there's also, I got a motorcycle in one of the packs. Motorcycle terrain hindering. The only difference in the stats on the numbers in the blocking terrain is that when it's thrown, I guess, or also in a telekinesis attack, it does 3 damage. So nice, there's that. And then there's this thing. It was, now I don't know. This has the bronze tab, so it's like chase rarity. This, but it's a fire hydrant, so it's a unique kind of terrain. One, or I'll just read it here. Immobile, and then the double slash. Characters in this square can use Force Blast, and when they knock back a character, generate water train in each square that character occupied when getting knocked back. So I guess for single base figures, you'll just put 1 square of water where they were. So anybody next to the fire hydrant can use Force Blast. So they're going to be knocking people back. It also has, I guess, just the standard numbers for, getting destroyed or whatever it is. So if it says it can be used in terrain actions, but it's also immobile. So can you not actually use it in terrain actions if it's immobile? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below how that works. Like if you can actually use it to smash people with, but it's immobile. Interesting. Rules gurus, let me know. Yeah, so that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of a little extra fun thing that comes in those, even though I don't really know if I'll ever use it because I think I want most of my stuff to be mobile so I can bring it to wherever I need to bring it on the map. But yeah, so that was Sealed Night. We had a lot of fun. I think we'll be doing on the release week. We'll be doing the other brick. We got a case, so we'll do the other brick next week, I believe, and maybe we'll have another video on that. So, what have you guys pulled in your sealed? How did your sealed teams do? What did they perform? Did they underperform? Was anything surprising? Let me know in the comments below. All the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. Also remember, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the Iconics Raven, Trigon and Raven. Got an extra one of those. So share around, tell other people to subscribe, recommend these videos to others, and then we'll do a giveaway. Probably one of those ones where the people that comment on a video, I'll put them in a, one of the things, a drawing, the drawing for that. And I might also, after that, once I get 100 subscribers, do the same thing for the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday, the calendar, the advent calendar for them. I got an extra one of those, so I'd like to do that in a giveaway. So let's get more subscribers so we can do that. And also from the Smash and Destroy set, which figures do you want to build with the most? I love doing my team building videos of one awesome clicks. You take the higher rarity and then fill out the team with pulp legal figures and stuff like that. So how do you support one of the higher rarity figures on a budget, basically? Yeah, so let me know which ones you would like to see in that kind of a team build. We'll get on some of those. I still want to do some from the Spider-Verse set and even Collector's Trove. Just had a hiatus going to Canada for a work trip where I wasn't able to do too much. So let's get back to it, and yeah, hopefully we'll see some really cool teams out there with this new set. But man, it's been so long since I've done one of these videos. I'm trying to remember how I end it. Oh yeah, this has been Clicks Fix, and I hope I gave you some kind of a fix for your addiction to clicks. I know, yes, the 2 days ago when we did that, I got that fix. So till next time, have fun rolling those dice. Bye.